Hey y'all, if y'all just joining, I am getting ready for my audition. I'm going to do my makeup today, but first I have to find some on YouTube because I love watching vlogs. That's what gets me going and it helps me be super productive. Hey y'all, if y'all just coming in, this is my get ready with me for my audition. So this makeup look is going to be super simple. It's also an everyday look, so it's not just for an audition. The reason why I chose a simple audition look is because when you're auditioning, you can't really overpower, you know, your makeup. So yeah, first let me find something on YouTube, a vlog that gets me motivated, and I'm gonna wait for a few more people to come in, and then we can get started. I'm trying to see. I don't want to mispronounce her name. One of my favorite vloggers to watch. I don't want to say her name wrong. It's My Pham, M-A-I-P-H-A-M. Again, I'm saying it wrong, but I like watching her vlogs on YouTube. And it helps me be productive, like really productive. So I'm gonna put on her vlog to get me started with doing my makeup. So yeah. All right, y'all. So I guess this is all the people that's gonna be on this live. Again, I'm getting ready for my audition. This look is gonna be really simple. It's gonna also be an everyday look. So not only can you use this look for an audition, but you can use this look every single day. It's gonna be simple products, not super expensive products, nothing that's gonna, you know, run the bank up. You can get this in your drugstore. You can get this online. So I'm going to do this super simple look. I'm going to be really quick. If you're new here, for whatever reason, my content isn't being put on the feed. I'm just assuming it's just because I'm not super active with all of the functions of this app. So I'm like, let me start going live. Let me start posting every single day, or else I'm literally gonna just disappear on this platform. So first, my face is already clean. I use Cetaphil in the morning to wash my face, just because at night I have a really thorough skincare routine, and when I wake up in the morning, I don't really need all of that extra stuff. So I just clean my face with Cetaphil. I'm using the micellar water. I forget how you pronounce it right now, just to clean my face, because after I washed my face, I kind of did a few more things around the house. So I'm just cleaning off the excess oils from my face before I apply my makeup. So I like starting with my eyebrows first. I know a lot of your favorite influencers start off, they do the eyebrows last. But the reason why I do my eyebrows first is because that primer makes it hard for me to kind of draw on my, you know, fill in my eyebrows. So I literally do my eyebrows first. So yeah, again, a lot of your favorite creators, beauty influencers do it last, but I do it first just because I like a dry base when I'm outlining my eyebrows. Because that primer kind of makes it hard for me to kind of like, you know, pencil in. So right now I'm using the Lip Bars Exact Arch Micro Brow Pencil. And the reason why I like this brow pencil, because it's really thin. I don't like my eyebrow pencils to be super thick. I want to look as natural as possible. And the shade I got, let's see what shade it is. Black brown. So, and that's pretty much the color of my eyebrows. I don't want it too unnaturally black for my eyebrows. Yeah, and I'm not going to exactly draw them on. I'm just going to basically fill it in the spots where it's really, really, really thin. Which is more so in the corners. So yeah. This is a super simple eyebrow routine, which normally takes me the longest. So that's another reason why I do it first. So I'm just going to brush up my eyebrows like this. Yeah, one of my favorite vloggers to watch, and I said her name wrong earlier. Her name is spelled M-A-I-P-H-A-M, Mai Pham. She's a 19-year-old vlogger, and I like watching her while I'm doing stuff because it helps me be productive. So yeah, that's what I'm watching right now. You hear some sound in the background. So first I'm going to start off with just outlining my eyebrows. I'm not going to fully go into drawing them. And I do light strokes. I don't just start going in and coloring like a Crayola page. So I just do light strokes, and I kind of outline my eyebrow, and I stop where it naturally stops at. And then same when it gets up about here. And I follow my arch. And I bring it down right about here. Just like that. So that's pretty much the arch of my eyebrow. And then I kind of flicker it up. And I'm going to blend right here. Don't worry about that. I don't want it to be too harsh in that corner, because most eyebrows are kind of thin around that part. So yeah, I'm just going to flicker it up instead of just draw, because I want my strokes to be really, really natural. So I basically just stroke up. And I kind of bring it around this corner, and I blend it in a little bit in the corner so it's not too harsh. And this step after this step is going to make it a little more natural. But right now we're working on the blend and the exact outline. All right. So that's basically how it looks after I finish outlining it. Like that. So now I'm going to go to the next eye, which is, let me show you the final look for this one. This is with the Lip Bars Micro Brow Pencil, Exact Arch in the shade Black Brown. Now I'm going to get to the other eye. See, this is the difference. This is with the brow pencil, and this is without the brow pencil. So you can see it closely. This is with the brow pencil, and this is without the brow pencil. And for all of you who are just joining, this is a get ready with me. I'm getting ready for my audition. This is also a simple look if you want to wear every single day. It's not a lot of expensive products, because your girl don't have that type of money. Anyway, I'm supposed to be getting ready for an audition. So I'm starting off with my brows, simply because once I put primer and all of that on there, it's going to be really hard for me to draw anything on. So I do my eyebrows first. So I did my first eyebrow. And so I'm basically stroking it and outlining my eyebrow. I'm not just like joining, I'm lightly pressing. I'm not just pushing in. I'm just lightly drawing. And this is a really thin eyebrow pencil, which mimics eyebrow strokes. I don't use thick eyebrow pencils on my eyes. And I also use CoverGirl. CoverGirl has another one just like this that I use. CoverGirl is in the drugstore. So if you're a CoverGirl fan, I got you with that. I also use, let me grab it. So if you want to do, CoverGirl also has an amazing brow pencil. No, this one is Wet n Wild. I use the Wet n Wild, and CoverGirl also has another one. You can find it in the grocery store. Now I done pulled all my stuff out. Anyway, yeah, CoverGirl has a dupe as well. If you want to get it really fast. So, yeah. So now I'm going to go to the second one. And I can hardly get both of my eyebrows to match, because eyebrows aren't sisters, they're cousins. So, yeah, so again, I'm just basically outlining my real eyebrow. Just like this. I'm outlining my arch. I'm not drawing a new brow, okay? So yeah, and after I outline it like this, I'm just going to flicker up. And don't worry if you kind of, you know, go wild and crazy with it. We're going to fix the eyebrow. Any errors you make when you're drawing on outlining your eyebrow is going to easily be fixed, and I'm going to show you how. So don't worry about not being too perfect when it comes to outlining your eyebrows, because we're going to fix that with concealer in the next step. So I'm basically stroking up to mimic eyebrow arches, eyebrow lashes, whatever you call it, my eyebrow hairs. So so I'm doing flickers. I'm not drawing or coloring in my eyebrows because, again, I want it to be super, super, super natural, okay? So this is the finished part, and I'm still working on this one. And like I said, your eyebrows, they don't grow the same, so they're not gonna be perfect. So what I like about this brush is on the other end, it's a spoolie as well, so you can go back and forth, back and forth. So now I kind of blend it in right here because the natural eyebrow actually is a little faded right here. So we want to play with that in the middle. And we make sure we brush in this so it can brush in with our natural eyebrow. So if you brush too much off, don't worry, because you can always lightly go back. This pencil is very, very lightweight, so it isn't really heavy. That's why I chose black brown, because it doesn't really come off as too bold. All right, so this is both of my eyebrows. Again, whoop, I'm dropping it. And again, you don't want to go really harsh with this thin pencil because you can break it and you don't want to waste product. So all right, so I'm gonna try to get it to kind of mirror each other. So now I'm looking at my big mirror. I always use a small mirror when I'm trying to do my eyebrows, and then I take it back to my big mirror and kind of look at it as if, you know. So okay, so this looks pretty bold right now, but we're going to fix it to get it a little more natural. But my eyebrows are naturally thick. So but we're going to tame these eyebrows down and kind of clean up a bit. So this is the final eyebrow using the pencil. When I start doing my makeup, sometimes I get a little of my makeup on my eyebrow, which is not a problem. You know, I'll just go back over with this pencil. So next, I am going to clean up my eyebrows, and I'm using e.l.f.'s Flawless Concealer. What I like about this smaller concealer is because of the spoolie, and I can easily, you know, get in the crevices. Where do you get your wigs? It's at my on my Amazon storefront. If you click the link in my bio, it's on my Amazon storefront. And I list all of my favorite wigs on there. Hey, Elizabeth. Okay, so yeah, I used the e.l.f.'s Flawless Concealer. If you're just joining, I just did my eyebrows using the Lip Bar's Exact Arch Pencil. So now I'm about to clean up my eyebrows using e.l.f.'s Flawless Concealer. e.l.f. has some amazing products. They're very, very, very affordable. You can find them in the drugstore as well. That's what I really love about e.l.f. And they also have some really good deals online. They have flash sales. And when I catch flash sales, I literally grab them. Right now, my faves, they have a CBD oil. They have a CBD skincare line on e.l.f.'s, which has amazing products. I've been in love with this e.l.f. CBD lip oil. And I wear this every day, all day. I have one in my bathroom when I'm doing my skincare routine, and I also have one in my office when I'm doing my makeup. It's amazing, and it's very, very, very cheap. I think this was, when I bought it on a sale. It was like $7. So that's what I like doing when I catch one of those flash sales. I like to try things that I've never tried. So yeah, so I'm going to take the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer, and I don't want to use a lot of product on it, just because I want to be very light. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go right under my eyebrow, and I'm going to clean it up, right? And you don't want to use too much of this simply because you don't want it bleeding over into your eyebrow. And this right here is a little too much. So I'm going to take my little e.l.f. sponge, which it works perfect with blending in concealer. Or I use my Real Techniques brush. This is the Expert Concealer Brush by Real Techniques. I love all of Real Techniques brushes. Oh my God, they work so good and super affordable. Again, I have those listed on my Amazon storefront as well under makeup tools. So yeah, let me get to this before it dries down. This one is the this one doesn't dry down as fast as my 16-hour camo. But yeah, so I'm just gonna basically blend in. So I got a little on my eyebrow, but anyway, I'm going to blend it in as much as possible. And I like to go back and forth, up and down, just so it won't dry out really quickly. This concealer is a bit moisturizing, so you'll get a little time to kind of blend in and buff out. So I kind of like bring it down because I'm going to use it as a base for my eyeshadow. I always use a lighter. Oh, I'm not in the frame. I always use a concealer that's lighter than my skin, simply because I want it to look like I got my eyebrows arched. So I'm basically going to blend, 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 blend. And this is also going to act as a bit of corner highlight. So I'm going to blend, blend, blend. Right? So basically with this step, you're kind of perfecting any hiccups you made with your eyeliner. And again, if you got a little bit of the concealer on your eyes, on your brows, you can always go back and kind of like stroke it up again, you know? So yeah, so this is me cleaning up my eyebrows. See how it looks a little more arched than this one? And don't worry about it. Your foundation is actually going to mix, you know, mix in that concealer. Right? So that's that eye. So now I'm going to do the other eye. And make sure you don't use too much of this concealer because, yeah, you don't want your face, your eyes to look so full of concealer and overpower your foundation. Because, again, this is a natural look we're supposed to be doing. So what I'm kind of doing is kind of using the tip to kind of give me a little play in getting the parts that I kind of messed up on. So yeah. So again, I have this e.l.f. sponge that I use sometimes, and then my Real Techniques brush is perfect for blending. I have so many of these Real Techniques brushes. They are also on my Amazon storefront if you're looking for some really cool makeup tools. Look at I'm dry. So now I have to wash this. Okay, so yeah, so now I'm gonna blend in. Y'all, so I'm really new to lives. I don't really go live much. But since I've been kind of hidden on the feed, I'm like, the only way I can do it is to kind of show up every day, you know? I understand how the algorithm goes. It's going to push the content that's being, you know, interacted with. And they're going to push the content of creators that are actually using all of their functions. So I can't just post and think that my stuff is going to show up on the feed. So yeah, I'm getting ready for my audition. So I thought I'll just come on live and do it no matter who shows up. But yeah, so this is my eyebrows. See, we getting there, girlies. We getting there. So this is my eyebrows. all cleaned up, done. My eyebrows are done. And you don't have to make it heavy. You can just go through the arch of your eyebrows. But if you want to make it heavy, that's cool too. Your look is your look. So I'm finished with my eyebrows, but I'm going to keep this handy simply because if I mess up, you know, I'm going to actually fix it. So yeah, all right, so for my first I'm jumping ahead. Next I'm going to go to my moisturizing primer. I use an all-in-one primer and moisturizer. This is the vitamin enriched face base primer that I'm going to use, and this is by Bobbi Brown. And this is what it looks like. The Bobbi Brown vitamin enriched face base all-in-one primer and moisturizer, and this is probably the most expensive part of my skincare routine, only because I realize your look can make or break you. It all depends on your foundation, meaning what you're cleaning your face with, your primer, your moisturizer. I found that choosing the perfect primer and moisturizer can make your look flawless. So if you ever notice that different people could be using the same, makeup products, a foundation, but it looks different on different people, that's because they have a really good skincare routine and a really good primer. And I've used several primers. I have a lot of pores. And what I found in my foundation looks, it just wasn't giving. But when I changed my primer and moisturizer, it was a game changer. But this primer is probably the most expensive skincare product that I have. The Bobbi Brown Enriched Face Base. It's a primer and a moisturizer. And I use a little because a little goes a long way. So if you want to treat yourself to some luxury products, again, this is not to sell any products in this live because Bobbi Brown not paying me. But as you can see, I don't use a lot. I just use a little on my finger. I think this bottle was maybe $55. And to the average person, it wouldn't seem like a lot, but I don't do my makeup every single day, all day. And I've used this maybe 3-4 times. So what I basically do, I use which you're supposed to use a spoolie. You're not supposed to use your hand. Not a spoolie, a little, what do you call that? A swatch, whatever. But I just put it on my finger like that, and I put it in the areas that I get the most trouble, right? I get oily in my T-zone area, very oily. And yeah, my pores just get outrageous. Again, you don't have to use this much. I have an audition and I'm filming on camera. That's another thing. When I'm filming on camera and I want to stay kind of dry, I use a little bit more of product, but I really don't wear makeup every day. I don't use this every single day. This is not an every single day thing, girl. It is too much money to be using every single day. If you want another primer that works really well, the Milk Primer works really good as well. And a few of Elf has a few of my favorite primers as well. So basically I'm gonna rub this in, and I put all of my skincare products in, going up, lifting my face. I don't bring anything down. I don't drag anything down on my face. I'm 40 years old, so I need to stay youthful as long as I can. I don't bring anything down. I don't drag anything down my face. So never drag your skin down, especially if you're getting older. Don't drag your stuff down. And on your forehead, you kind of lift it. You give it a lift effect. You don't drag anything down on your forehead or anything. So we always want to bring all of our skincare, all of our lotions, everything up. And you always bring your primer and all of your skincare to your neck as well. And I know it looks crazy, but you want to bring it up, right? So what I love about this, the base, it feels so good. It's moisturizing and it's a primer. So my base, you always want to put a base on your foundation. And a lot of girlies say, I don't use primer. They just have good skin. because I need primer, I need moisturizer. So for my foundation, one of my faves, I've tried so many foundations, so many, and again, I'm not affiliate of this brand, so many foundations, but this is the only one that really works for me. I tried all of your favorite foundations. It literally does not work for me. So I'm going to be using Fenty Beauty's Pro Filter Soft Matte Long Wear Foundation. This is my to-go when I want to stay matted. I also use it in the moisturizing form. Let me go get it for you. I'm back. So I also use the Pro Filter Hydrating Long Wear Foundation. This is always on sale on Fenty Beauty's website. Every time they do a flash sale, I literally get this for like $13. This is regular price, 30 something dollars, almost $40. And every time they do a flash sale, I literally stock up. This is my stockpile, right? This is for everything that goes on a flash sale. I literally grab it whether I need it or not, just simply because I'm saving money. But yeah, I'm the shade 385. My shade changes throughout the seasons, so I kind of have a few darker shades and a few lighter shades, and I kind of like mix it. But if ever you put on a too light of a shade or too dark of a shade, you can always fix it with bronzer, concealer. Don't worry if you have your shade in the wrong color or if your skin changes. Easy fix. But like I said, this is the soft matte, and this is the hydrating. So this is soft matte, this is hydrating, right? So soft matte I use when I'm filming my content, my acting content, when I'm filming content for a brand, I use this. But if it's just something that I'm really not too, even though it's a good look, if it's something I'm really not worried about sweating, too bad, it's good to having a moisturized look is always good as well. Okay, so let me get to the foundation, okay? Let me stop doing all that talking. Always shake up your foundation. Just because it settles to the bottom, you want to get all the goodies. So I shake it up a little bit. And I like to try to use less makeup brushes as possible because I hate cleaning, my makeup brushes. But normally you will put this on your hand just like this. But I pretty much know I have a sense of a measurement on how much I want to put in my face. So I normally just put it on my hand. But here lately, I've been kind of like putting it in the points that I want it at, right? Because you're really not supposed to touch your face with the product, the dispenser. But my face is clean, so I'm really not worried. And I always start off with a light layer first, and then I kind of build on it. So I'm going to take my e.l.f. sponge. I go back and forth from sponges to brushes with doing my makeup. So if you like brushes, kabuki style brushes for your foundation, I either use my Real Techniques. This is the foundation blender. If you like using a brush. I also use this e.l.f.'s large oval complexion brush as well, depending on what you like. And I also use my Morphe foundation brushes. So it all depends on what the type of finish you like, but I'm in love with the brush finish. So I always wet my sponges, and this is some regular rose water witch hazel. I always wet my brushes and my beauty blenders when I'm doing my makeup, because if not, it's just going to absorb all of your product. So I'm going to use a patting motion when blending. And like I said, this is very light. Starting off with a very light coat, right? It may not look much of any coverage on the first application. Again, because I want to build upon it, right? And I always bring my foundation down my neck. I want to build upon it. So I'm just building right now.
In the moment that was cute, but now me watching this, I'm like, girl, stop. Why are you crying?
Right?
I didn't realize how different it feels to live in a space that you actually feel comfortable in. Like, I can't believe
So the thing about this foundation is it oxidizes. So it may not look my shade now, but you got to work really quickly, girl, because this oxidizes. And it's going to oxidize. Oh, I'm sitting on my... It's going to oxidize to a different shade. So I'm going to carefully go around my eyebrows. I don't always. When I'm rushing out, I sometimes mess up with it. So you're going to pat it in, right? We don't want to stroke it down. We don't want to stroke down at all. Because if you wear makeup a lot, you're going to start dragging your skin down. And you don't want to drag your makeup down, and you don't want to drag your skin. And when I'm using my kabuki brush, I use the same thing. I kind of bring my strokes up. So like I said, this dries down really, really, really fast. You kind of want to be careful going around your eyebrows. This is my birthmark. I'm not really, like, I don't really care to cover up my birthmark all the time. But again, this is the first layer. So you want to work fast because this oxidizes, and this is the matte foundation. Right? See how it oxidized to my skin tone? See how in the beginning it was like, no, girl, that's not your shade. But it actually is my shade. So this is the first layer. Right? Right? First layer. See how it matches? It matches my chest. So you're trying to match your chest, right? So this is my first layer. Now, if this was a regular, normal, everyday, just look, I want to look cute going on a date night, whatever, I normally just go with one layer, right? But since I'm filming content, I'm going to be on camera. The camera is HD, 4K, all up in your business. I'm going to go for a second layer, right? I'm going to go for a second layer because we're building, right? I don't wet it the second time because my sponge is still wet. So then I'm going to take that second layer. I'm just going to do the same thing. And give it even amount of attention, right? Because you can always go back to it. Don't try and blend in one side perfect first and then go to the next. Kind of give it all even attention, right? Even amount of attention. Don't let it sit in one place too long, because what you're going to have is a dry spot. And like I said, it can easily be fixed. Everything with makeup can easily be fixed, right? Easily be fixed. I've never had not one makeup mistake that I couldn't fix. That I couldn't fix with either concealer or finishing spray. A lighter shade, darker shade is just... Y'all, these lights is really hot. But anyway, so this is, again, is still drying down. And always catch on those eyes. It's still drying down, oxidizing, but this is my shade, right? So yeah. So my pores, if you can see, I still have basically texture. You know, I'm human. But on camera, you know, it looks flawless. Even in person, like, I don't mind having texture. Like, I'm not a beauty filter in real life. You know, like, I don't want to look like a filter. So, as you can see, see how my eyebrows kind of blended in with that as well. So yeah. So this time I didn't really mess too much up on and getting the foundation on my eyebrows, but I always, cause my eyebrows kind of like curl up and they go to where they want to go, so I kind of like brush it up just to make sure I didn't mess it up. So yeah, so it looks like we're still good to go with that. And for whatever reason, when I start sweating, the oil kind of builds up right here, like right there. So I kind of fix it. So yeah, so that's it for my foundation. Again, Fenty Beauty, always a sale. I think they're like $13 right now. So yeah, Fenty Beauty. I did my Bobbi Brown primer, and the Lip Bar Exact Brow Pencil, right? And you know, cleanse with the Urban Hydration Micellar Water. I think I said it right. And this is just basically, it has aloe vera leaf in it. It's just a facial cleansing toner, basically. Oh, I'm dropping things. So now I'm going to lightly highlight, right? Because my face looks flat right now. Very, very, very flat. So what I'm about to do is I am about to begin my highlight and contour. So to highlight and contour, I'm going to use my favorite product of them all. And this is, you can find this in a drugstore. You can find this online. I also have my staples, a stack of them when I run out, and I have them in all the shades. Which is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer with the matte finish. This is a staple for beginning and professional, you know, MUAs or just regular people like me, right? This here, it's on sale. I also have it on my Amazon storefront, as well as my favorite beauty items on my Amazon storefront. You can get this from Amazon as well. Amazon has it for like $3. So yeah, this is a drying. This is very drying. If your face is prone to dryness, you might not want to choose this product, but I think you should. I think you should still try it and just make sure you use moisturizer. But yeah, this is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. And they also have the moisturizing one. So yeah. So this is the little brush. And again, I always start with clean face. I'm the only one who uses this product, and I use it fairly quickly. So yeah, I'm going to just take it to my face. So what I do is I do it under my eyes. Right? Double dipping is bad, but hey. So I put it in the points where I want it to pop, right? And I have all of the colors. So I'm going to take my e.l.f. sponge. I'm not going to wet it, right? And I'm going to work really fast with this because it dries down super, super, super fast. And I'm going to bring it right here because I'm going to use it as my base for my eyeshadow. So I'm going to work really, 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 really fast because this is very, very drying and it dries really fast. So I'm going to hurry. And this comes in every shade you can name, and you can also use it as foundation if you want to, you know. Like, you may want to just add a little concealer. Yeah, I'm sniffing because I had tea this morning. And it kind of opened up my nostrils, which I'm glad. I was on set Wednesday filming a commercial, and the way, I don't want to say, you know, I don't want my live to get kind of shut off, but this pandemic, the way it works is, you know, you have to be vaccinated and you get tested a lot, you know. So, which is not a problem. I don't care, you know. So because when we get on set as actors, when it's time to shoot, you have to take off your mask. But the all of the crew, they're masked up, you know, and the background, they're masked up until it's ready to film. So long story short, you're without a mask for, you know, some time because we're on set long hours. So yeah, I say that to say, you know, when I get home after coming on set, I kind of like do my little own quarantine. I have tests at home, things of that sort. And I take you know, herbs and things like that, herbal tea, and I kind of like cleanse, you know. So yeah, and different things I use. So yeah, that's what's draining right now because I'm actually, you know, self medicating. So I'm draining. Basically, that's what it is. I'm draining right now. So yeah, so this is the highlight, right? You can't really see it as much, but this is basically, I did a light highlight. Subtle highlight. Very subtle. And you're going to see it a little later when I finish my makeup. So then I'm going to go in with a darker shade, right? This is the e.l.f. Oh, the first one was Tan Sand. And now I'm going to use a darker one, the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer Matte Finish. And this one is going to be in Rich Chocolate. So I have all the shades. And this helps me a lot when my foundation kind of gets a little iffy. I fix it with concealer. So yeah, so I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it in the contour spots, right? See how it's a little bit darker than my shade. So I'm going to put it in the contour spots, right? So I'm going to give my face a little bit definition without any harsh lines, because we don't like the harsh in certain situations. Like if you beating your face for the gods, I love a good contour, right? That's perfectly fine. Your choice. And I contour my nose with it. We love a good soft contour. So I take the other side of my makeup brush, my sponge, and I don't spray it. And I kind of like, see how we getting a little contour right here? We're contouring so slightly, you know? And we want to move fast with it simply because it's really drying. It dries down fast, as you can see. It's not really drying to my skin because I primed, I moisturized, I did a good, you know, wash, you know, skincare last night, this morning. I drank my water. So that plays a lot in your skin, you know. So, you know, some foundations and makeup don't work for everybody because they have different routines. You know, so this is, see how I'm toning it down. I'm toning that highlight, you know, down. So basically, see how it slightly gave me a little bit of definition, right? But not a lot. I love a good bronze, and I'm going to show you later my favorite bronzer, but so this is the next step, right? We're a little bit chiseled, you know, see how I have like a little in that corner right here, and down here, and down here, and especially if you have a double chin like me, I love a good contour, and I'm going to show you how to kind of contour that too. So yeah, this is it for that. Easy, right? Super cheap products, e.l.f. concealer. So now I'm going to go into, I don't bake anymore. Baking is literally, excuse me, y'all, I don't want y'all to think. Baking is literally, I'm so sorry, y'all. I keep hand sanitizer on my makeup desk. I also keep alcohol, just because, you know, I don't want to contaminate anything. Anyway, baking, that's just a waste of product for me. My favorite powder right now, one size. This is amazing, an amazing finish. My other favorite drugstore powder is CoverGirl Clean Professional. This is still my go-to. It's always going to be my go-to. CoverGirl Clean Professional Drugstore. I've been using this for years. This is shade 115 Clean Professional. I have several of these. This is my everyday look, everyday powder to stay dry. I love it. I've been using, again, like my skincare routine, I've been going through a lot of health issues, which affects my skin as well. And so your makeup can look different with different times. So I started using one size because Jackiana, one of my favorite beauty creators, she suggested this, and she mixed the two shades. So this one is the translucent, but Jackiana, she mixes 50-50 of different shades. So and also Arnell, she's one of my favorite beauty creators too. She uses this as well in her beauty routine. I think it's Alyssa or Arnell. They're twins. Don't shoot the messenger, but this is why I started using it. So yeah. So basically it comes in this cute pouch, cute container, as you see. But I also I put it in the top because I don't like to dip, right? Put it in the top like this because I don't like the wastes. And I keep this little top throughout because if I have any hiccups. So I take the other dry end, not used, of my elf sponge, and I kind of bring it in the points where I get oily, right? And so this is the difference between baking and basically, okay, so we're gonna do one side a bake, right? This is baking where they put excess in it and they kind of just pat it in, right? That's baking. That's too much for me. So if you just want to do a light finishing powder, we're just finishing it, you know, we're setting it, you just lightly go over it, right? Lightly. This is baking where they just put a bunch and just let it sit, and then you have to kind of brush it off. You know, I don't want, you know, a heavy finish. You know, so this is the difference between baking. See how this is a little bit, you know, smoother, and this is me baking. So yeah, it all depends on what you like, basically. So yeah, I don't want to look too over the top. But basically I bring it in the points where I put the concealer, right? Because we're just setting where I put that concealer, right? We're just kind of setting in that concealer. This is where I want to remain dry. This is the points where I get really oily fast. So this is where I'm putting it first, right? Right. So now I'm going to kind of take my excess, and now I'm going to just bring it. And if I want to add a little more, I can add a little more. If you're feeling kind of good, you can kind of bring it all over, you know. And I know I look a little ashy right now, but we're going to work on it. Right? And normally at this point, where did I put it? I kind of, my eyebrows, I don't use any pomade, so they kind of go all over the place. So yeah, so I don't use my finishing powder after everything. I use my finishing powder kind of in between, right? So now we're going to go to, look how crazy I look in the middle. So now we're going to go to the rest of my contour, which is bronzer. Now I go to my bronzer. So this is still the setting powder, right? So now we're going to go to my favorite part, which is bronzing. And I use a few of my favorite products to bronze, right? I have the Fenty Beauty. I use Fenty Beauty foundation. Let me get one of my favorite ones because right now I have a different one. So for today's look, I'm actually going to use Charlotte Tilbury's airbrush bronzer. That's what I'm going to use today. This is another one of my luxury splurs. But I normally use Fenty Beauty's soft matte powder foundation to actually bronze and tone with, right? Bronze and contour with. And I have a few other bronzers, actually. I have so many bronzers, and it's crazy. But today I'm going to use Charlotte Tilbury because I love a soft bronze. This gives me such a soft bronze. It just looks so flawless. This is what I'm going to use today. It's a really big container, and I'm obsessed with the little thingamajiggy. And again, I don't know if it was Arnell or Alyssa, one of the sisters. They recommended this as well because her makeup is always flawless. I really think it's Arnell. But yeah, so she was using this on one of her videos, and a lot of the beauty gurus recommend this as well. But yeah, I gave it a shot and it worked. I absolutely love it. So and again, put it on your, it all depends on your brushes. Whatever makeup you're using, make sure you're using the right brushes, because if you're using cheap brushes with bad bristles, then your makeup is going to not come flawless. So you got to make sure you're choosing the right brushes with these foundations, you know, with these products. Foundation brushes, blush brushes, you know, bronzing brushes. Use the right brush when it comes to your, and this one is a simple e.l.f. brush. Very cheap, you know, not cheapish, but like this is very affordable. But this is one of their higher end e.l.f. brushes. Yeah, so I'm going to take my Morphe brush. I don't know which one this is. It doesn't have anything on it, but this is what I'm going to use for my bronzer. So I'm going to take it in the points, basically where I contoured, right? And it's not very harsh. This is the shade Tan. And I'm going to take it right where I contoured at, right? See, I'm getting a little more definition. See how it's a little more definition? And you don't want to do it too hard, right? And I also bring my toner, my, what do you call that, bronzer, to my neck as well, right? Nothing wrong with a little bronze, girl. And you can, you know, bring it down, right? So this is a little deeper than what I did before with the e.l.f. Right? So I'm just a little more, see how I'm a little more chiseled in the face and not flat, right? That's because I lightly use. And I use this about 6-7 times already, right? And the good thing about this bronzer is you can also use it as a base for your eyeshadow, right? This is a little deeper. We want to bring our face in a little bit of depth, right? So this is perfect for eyeshadow. You can be done just with this for your eyeshadow and be done. Let me show you. So again, when you're choosing, you know, when you're putting on eyeshadow and things of that sort, you have to use the right brush. I can't tell you, like, I can't stress, you know, enough about using the right brush. See, this is my brush collection, right? And I threw away a lot of my brushes. I don't like using the same brush over and over. And I don't like washing it after each time. So I'll use a set, put it to the side, use another, then I wash. You know, you have to wash your makeup brushes every time. I don't care what nobody else tell you. Wash your makeup brushes before each use, you know, because it's just like you're just carrying bacteria over. You're just carrying bacteria over. So never use your makeup brush twice, even if you're rushing. And I like to wash my brushes the night before I use. Like, I always know when I'm going to do a makeup look, because I don't wear makeup every single day. So if I know I have to film content the next day, I want to make sure my brushes are clean, because I want to be able to grab and go, you know. These lights that I'm using, I have 3 sets of light. It kind of makes me sweat. But the good thing about it is I don't look oily. I still look a little pasty. So, okay, back to what we was doing. So, when you're using your brushes, make sure you're choosing the right brush. One of my favorite brushes to use for my eyeshadow when I'm doing just a base is another e.l.f., you know, brush. And I love it. The bristle is soft. The lighter it is, the lighter makeup is going to pick up. The heavier the brush is, the more makeup is going to pick up, and it's just going to splatter it on your eye. So I know we like to grab for whatever brush is near, but actually for my eyeshadow, because I want to go lightly in with my base, I'm going to choose a light brush. So yeah, so I think I have a few of these brushes on my Amazon storefront as well. So I'm going to just take little lightly, right? I'm not taking a lot of product because I'm creating a base. And I'm going to come closer and see if you can get it. So I'm creating just a base, and I want to feather it in, right? I just want to feather this in because this is a no makeup look. So I'm just feathering it in. See how I just lightly showing up, because this is bronzer. This is an everyday makeup look. We don't walk around every single day with eyeshadow plastered, right? So look at the difference, right? This is feathered in. Look at the difference between eyes. This is a little lit up, right? This is without. So I still have a no makeup look. It's just not as pow, right? So I have a little bit of eyeshadow still on. Now, I don't mind the eyeshadow. I don't mind looking snatched. One of my favorite eyeshadows, I have a bunch of these, is Juvia's Place, and this is the Chocolate by Juvia's. I go back and forth. Like, I would use this one for my, for my base as well, right? I just use like a brown, a darker shade than my color. And I have a big collection of that. Let's see. Let me grab it for you. I just want to grab and show you all. I just want to show you a few of my other affordable palettes. Like, with me is, I don't like opening a really large palette and then having to choose the shade. I hate that. I don't want to think when it comes to eyeshadow. So I have a lot of the palettes that already come in the colors that I may possibly, want to work with, right? We don't want to try and choose what colors match. I know what colors go with which because they already kind of sort of, did it for me, right? And, I like small, compact. When I'm going on set, I like to kind of just grab it and, throw in if I need to touch up. But I have that as well. And the crayon case also has them like that as well. Little bitty booklets of, makeup and stuff, because I don't want to try and figure out like what shade matches with what. I just want to do my makeup and go. And it comes in different, shades. And I also love a good neutral palette as well. In my little makeup bag, I also, this is a brand called Minted. I love when it put the shades together. I don't want to think when it comes to putting on a shade. So yeah, that was my spiel about that again. So let me put this away. I'm dropping stuff. So yeah, because I don't really wear a lot of bold, like I'm not the makeup guru. I'm not going to just giving you a Mardi Gras beat. I'm just simple most of the time, a lot of the time. So yeah, so now that I've got my what do you say, bronze? I'm bronzed now, and that was just Charlotte Tilbury's bronzer. And like I said, Juvia's Place, they have imperfect, like I love using this shade right here, this shade as well, my eyebrows. Yeah, I like neutral, everyday colors, normal colors. So yeah, so I'm going to jump to my other eye. I almost forgot. I'm going to do my other eye. What am I dropping? Oh. Now that I did all this talking, so now I'm going to go to my other eye. And this is an everyday makeup look. I have an audition this audition, you know, when you're auditioning, when you're an actor or whatever, a model, what model is different. You know, models may have to wear a certain beat, but like just for standard commercial acting and film and stuff like that, it's not about your makeup. It's not about who does the best makeup. They want to see more of your skills. See how I deepened that up a bit? So when you do too much of it, you kind of take a clean brush and you just kind of clean it up, you know. So it's not about your makeup, really. It's just about your performance. So yeah, right? So if you see your contours are too dark, you know, I always, you know, you can blend. That's why I don't use a lot of makeup very harsh, because I want to be able to easily blend in. So yeah, so that's my base for my eyeshadow. And for today's look, I'm going to basically keep it at the base, but I'm going to highlight a little bit. And I'm going to show you how. So yeah, so this is eyes. Looks like I didn't really do much, but I did. This is everyday, remember? Everyday. So now I'm going to go on to... I always play with my eyebrows. It's so crazy. Like, I should try a pomade. A lot of people use... Not a lot. Some gurus use gel. Some gurus, they just do a lot when it comes to laying down their eyebrows. I'm really not... Like, I don't need them to lay down for too long. And the reason why I keep going over it over and over, because my eyebrows are literally curling up. Like, you know, it isn't that the pencil is removing. It's just, it curls up. Because I have natural hair. Like, I have natural hair. My eyebrows are going to just do the same thing, you know. So, yeah. Yeah. So, now I'm going to jump into, we're going to, you know, kind of liven up this look with blush. I've never really been a blush girl. That's crazy. Now I am. I was missing out on for so many years. Y'all, blush brings everything out, right? It just livens you up. It makes you look more youthful. You need blush. You don't want to look flat. You may not want this big bold red blush, but you need to look a little bit flushed, okay? My favorite go-to blush, and I'm about to pull it out. I'm also going to show you a drugstore brand as well. So this is the blush binder. This is from the crayon case, y'all. So this has different colors of blushes, right? Right? A blush for every single skin tone. Whoop! A blush for every single look in one binder. Right? I don't need a bunch of blushes now. This is simple. You know, need I say any more? Like, blushes, what I find is because I don't overly excessively use blushes, I don't need a bunch of blushes. Now, I also have a drugstore, my favorite blush, and and I'm sorry I didn't have it out for y'all, but on May, powder blush, this is drugstore. I use it literally almost every makeup look. Because it's very, very, very light and it keeps me a little flushed. So, but today I'm going to go into my crayon case palette. Look like I'm opening up my notebook, right? Open up my notebook. And on this palette, I'm actually going to use this rosy shade, this mauve shade, right here. And it's pretty much what I go to most times, and you can also use this as eyeshadow. So like pretty much all makeup is multi-purpose. Like you can use lipstick as blush, you can use eyeshadow as blush, you can use blush as blush as eyeshadow. That's the good thing about makeup. If you buying, you know, quality makeup, is multi-purpose. So with my blush, I'm going to take my Morphe brush. This isn't too thick. This is very, very fluffy. So I'm going to take my Morphe brush and I'm going to smile like this. And I'm going to take it to the roses of my cheeks, right? Right? See how it's a little bit flushed? And I'm going to take it like that. And I always bring my blush up. Always. So see how I'm a little bit rosy right here? It just livened up my face right here, right? Blush. Like, you see? So now I'm going to just do the same thing up here. And I'm smiling because I want to make sure I get the apples of my cheeks, right? Look up. Like, didn't this just bring out my smile, my blush, right? The blush is everything. And you can, like, since this is an everyday makeup look, I'm not going to go too harsh with my blush, right? That's it. And if you use too much, that's okay. You can just blend, 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 blend. Right? Now, I have this thing with smile lines. And I notice it's not going anywhere because I smile a lot. But I'm okay with that. Like I said, it's the skin. It's texture. Like this, I'm not a filter. So I'm not afraid of smile lines. I just, you know, sometimes I'll take a little bit of powder. This is what I know when I know I'm going to be doing a lot of talking and smiling. I'll just put a little powder right there while I'm doing my makeup. Right? Like that. You know? There's nothing wrong with texture. And that's the issue with, you know, social media these days. We want to look like filters. I am not a filter. I don't want to look like a filter. So that's it for my blush. So now I'm going to kind of highlight my eyes a little bit more to make it pop, and I'm going to show you how I do it. Another one of my favorite drugstore products is CoverGirl's True Blend So Flushed. They have a lot of beautiful blushes as well. This is a bronzer as well, right? CoverGirl has a lot of amazing products, and this is what the bronzer looks like. It has a sort of a shimmer to it. You can't see it, but maybe I can show you. It has a little bit of shimmer to it. And very affordable at the drugstore. Super affordable. I literally have to stop myself every time I go to Walgreens or CVS because I want to grab so much of it. But I have so much of makeup. Like, if you guys can see my makeup, you'll be like, you don't need any more makeup. And I threw a lot away. But yeah, CoverGirl. So I'm going to show you how I use this to kind of highlight my face. So I'm going to take another brush. And I'm going to use a light brush, like something very, 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 you know, light, but I want to, you know, an impact. Like the thicker it is, the more product is going to pull up. So I want to be light, but I want to show a little bit more, right? I'm going to test to see how thick. This one is very, very, very thin. Very lightweight. This is like when you kind of, you know, want to move the powder about. Again, this is what I just used for my blush. I took this out for what? I don't know. But I can use this for highlight. I can use, you know. So let's see. I'm going to, since this is a audition, highlight kind of pops on camera a lot if you use too much highlight. And highlight can also show your pores much, much more. So I don't put highlight on my cheeks. I don't put highlight on my cheeks. I just put blush. Because highlight on my cheeks makes my pores pop like crazy, right? So I don't want to make my pores pop. I can use a few different brushes, but I want to show you my favorite brush. Anyway, I don't want to be too long. Look, I have another All Real Techniques brushes are so amazing. So, okay, I'm just going to use this right now. So I'm going to show you what highlight will do. I only bring my highlight right here at this point. Right here. So I'm going to take a little. And look, it's not a lot. And I'm going to take it just right here. See how it's only a little? Right? It's only a little. That's all I need. Just a little. If you can see. Now I know it looks a little ashy on this camera, but it's actually a light highlight, right? So I'm going to do the same thing right here. See how it's just a little highlight? Just a little, right? Not a lot. Simply because I don't want my highlight to overpower my look. And what I also do is I kind of make sure, you know, my blush kind of goes in with my highlight. But what I'm also going to do with this highlight is I'm going to pop it into the corners of my eye, right? I'm saying right like you know. But I'm going to make sure I choose the right brush. So this is Real Techniques. I love these brushes. This is the shadow brush. Again, this is on my Amazon storefront. So I'm going to take a little bit of this, but I'm actually going to put it right here. And I think that's the Cupid's bone, right? See how that just made that part pop? Right? It just made it pop slightly. And you can also bring it up there, right there. And this is an everyday makeup look, right? This isn't your Instagram model, you know, bam look. This is gonna come off really, really nice on photograph, video, as natural. See how I got a little highlight? Just a little. And if you ever go a little ham too much, you can always just, you know, lightly blend it in, right? And if this isn't in depth enough for you, let me show you what you also can do with a little darker shade. So I'm gonna grab my, where did I put it? So I'm gonna grab my Juvia's Place palette, and I'm gonna get a shade that's kind of darker than what I put on right there, right? So and the brush I'm going to use, I want a brush that's kind of like corner edged, right? So and I don't want it to be too heavy. So I'm gonna I have a few I can kind of go with, but I have so many brushes till when I'm looking for one, I can't find it. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is, I had a little corner brush that, so what I'm going to do is take a brush that's really, really, really thin again. And I'm going to go into my darker shade, right? And catch this. So I'm going to dab a little, and then I'm going to bring it right here, right? Just right there. See how I just made it? So you want to blend it right there because you don't want it harsh. See how it slightly made it? You see that? See how I slightly made it just a little definition? Just a little than this one. Definition. Definition. So yeah, that's what I do for my no makeup look, and it looks a little smoky, right? So I'm going to do that with the other eye. Just going to do it right in the corner, right in the corner, and then I'm going to drag that just slightly over, right? Just like that. Look at that! I just shocked myself. So yeah, see how it's like a little more in depth, right? A little more in depth. No, don't get in depth, but like it's, see how it's like, it pops, it works, right? I'm not flat-faced. So this is where I'm going to stop with the eyeshadow. Again, this is an audition. It's not about my makeup. So yeah. So next, I'm going to go to my mascara. For my audition, I'm not going to put on lashes. But if you're a lash girl, it's okay. I got you. On my Amazon storefront, we have 48 lashes for $21. Every look you can. Right? Right. And my also go-to lashes, which is on my Amazon storefront, is the lashes in the box. I'm going to show you how much. I just re-upped on those Alice lashes, but this is my lashes in the box. Look. These are perfect. You can find these in Sally Beauty. You can find these on Amazon at my Amazon storefront. So, yeah. But I'm not going to wear lashes on this look today because I got something for you, girl. This is my favorite affordable mascara. This right here. Essence Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara, which is waterproof. I was in Ulta one day. I brought my daughter for her birthday. And we were doing a little shopping. We were just kind of, walking around, just picking up a few things. And I asked the cashier, they asked me, did I need any help? And I'm like, what's your favorite mascara? And she pointed me to this. She said, this one is a hit. This one is very popular. So I went there and they only had 2 more left. I was like, give me both of them. So I gave one to my daughter and I took the other one, but it's just $5. I have this on my Amazon storefront as well. This was just $4.99. And let me show you why I'm pumped about it. You ready for this demo? Let me show you why I'm so pumped about this mascara. So I normally use my mirror close up, but I'm not going to use that one because I don't want to mess it up. So I'm going to give you a live. I'm coming a little closer so you can see. So this is the first layer. First layer, right? First layer. It gets better. So let's do it even coats. Can you see this one a little better? I look crazy putting on mascara, y'all, so bear with me. Okay, this is the first layer, right? Let's get into the second layer. This is where it gets good. And I used this several times, so I may need to hurry up. So this is the second layer. You can't see the real, it's extending it, but you can't really see it as much. Maybe the second eye you can see it extending. So this is the second layer. And you want to work fast with this because it's going to dry. Oh! Oh! This is everything.
Sterling's a crusty white dog, so I got
so
dry so that he wouldn't be so crusty. So hopefully it works.
I kind of wiggle it up to kind of get in between the bristles. Y'all see I'm still not oily yet. So I'm gonna go to the third. Just because mascara, it literally does make my look pop. Let me turn to the side. Can you see that lint? Can you still see? Ooh! Let me get a little closer. This live camera does not show the true life of this mascara. I'm so upset about that. Y'all, in person, this mascara looks very natural. Okay, I'm not gonna go too crazy. I'm not gonna go too crazy. So I also bring it on my bottom lash. But I don't go too crazy on my bottom lash. I just don't want my face to be too flat. But I don't re-dip when I'm doing my bottom lash. Right? Because if you redip, it's going to be too much.
Okay, try it. You need to add salt to avocado toast, like, period.
Look at that. Look at me. Okay, let me stop before I end up like my eyes leak. I have no clue why. This is waterproof though. But my eyes tend to leak. So what I always do too is while I'm doing my lipstick and other stuff, I kind of like give it a little pat under here. I'm also going to show you guys one of my other favorite powders. Ooh, I almost fell. It's the Fenty Beauty. This is Fenty, and I'm not affiliated with Fenty. This is Fenty's Pro Filter Instant Retouch Setting Powder in the shade Cashew. This one is the shade Banana. I have the minis as well. And this one is Lavender. So yeah, Cashew is pretty much nearly my shade. And Banana is a little lighter, right? And Lavender is if you really want to be highlighted under your eyes. That's pretty much white. I also want to show you another staple. If you want your eyeshadows to pop, if you want your eyeshadows to really pop, the pigment to pop, this is e.l.f.'s 16-hour Camo Concealer in white. You really need this. Really need this. You put this actually as a primer first on your eye, and then whatever eyeshadows you have, it will make it pop. You can also use your concealer as well, you know, to make it pop. But if you use a white concealer, and they have some people who use white concealer under their eyes first, and then they add their foundation. I don't do it, but you know, I mean, it works. I've seen people do it. So now we're going to go to the lips. Let me kind of blend this back out. And doing this helps me not crease. Again, I am not a filter. I am going to crease. I'm not about to lie to you and tell you that any of this makeup I'm using does not crease after I wear it a while. I'm human. I'm not about to promise you that. So yeah. And this is going to dry down a little bit, right? So don't think I'm going to stay. This is going to, the oils. This is when I love the oils in my skin. When I get under these lights or when I go about my day, the oils in my skin is going to actually make this look pop. Right? It's gonna just all settle in. Look like I teared up a little bit right there. So see how I teared up right there and it kind of bled over, as you can see. But that's okay. I have a fix for almost everything. Voila. So now I'm going to go to the lips. You see it so far? Who's texting me? Okay, so far this is the look. I'm cute, huh? Oh, y'all, and my nails. This is press-on. I have these on my Amazon storefront. If you go on my feed, I actually am showing the nails. My nail collection, my false nail collection is outrageous. So if you... I have that on my Amazon storefront as well. All right, so let's get to these lips. So I'm going to, just because I'm obsessed with this oil, my lips is still moisturized actually from when I put it on at the beginning. But since I'm obsessed with this stuff, I have a few faves when it comes to glosses. So if you're a natural gloss girl, I have a few faves for you. One of my faves is Elf's Lip Plumping Gloss. I'm not affiliated with Elf. Very cheap, about $6. Love it. Now, I'm already plumped, but I love that soothing, you know, minty feel I get when I put it on. And it's just such a natural, glossy finish. Very, very natural. And I'll show you how it looks. It's perfect. It has a tint of color, and the finish is just beautiful. I also like Juvia's Place's gloss, and this is in the shade Caramel Rose, and it's pretty much in the same shade range. And I have a few of these. It's just a little darker. It's actually a little darker. I don't know if you can see it. I love that shade. And I also have Milani's Keep It Full Plumping Gloss. And this is more of a mauve shade, and it's a gloss. Super affordable. Elf is in the drugstore. Milani is in the drugstore. Juvia's Place is a click away. I'm not affiliated with any of these brands. My favorite lippies. One of my favorite lip. Y'all, this is a whole nother video if I told you about my favorite lippies. My lipsticks. I have an obsession. It's bad. It's really bad. Really bad. Yeah. So, one of my favorite lipsticks is Tarte Lip Paint. These are staples. I have every shade. And Mustache. Every time it goes on sale, I grab them. Sorry if you can't get the color you want. Yeah, the lip paint. I love the finish. It's a matte. I'm into matte lipsticks here lately. So this dries matte. My other faves. And I'm only showing you a little. It's the lip bar. I am an affiliate of the lip bar. I truly, really do love them, though. It is not a game. Because I only make pennies when people click on my links to buy it. So it's not that I'm raving it for that. Like, you know. But I love it. Matte finish. I love these lipsticks. Every day. Any day of the week. And I have them in different shade ranges. Right? It goes on. I can give, let me know if you want me to do some swatches live one day. I can, but I don't have time on, I don't want to keep you guys too long. This isn't about that. Oh, y'all like my muumuu? This is my muumuu I got from TJ Maxx. $9. I love a good muumuu. Okay, so with all my lippy looks, I always line my lips, right? Always line my lips for definition. I don't have any faves when it comes to what I line my lips with. Oh, I gotta show you this. Affordable. Elf has some super affordable matte lip colors. Y'all, this is just so amazing. Y'all, these are absolutely adorable. Let me know if you guys want to swatch. Anyway, so when I line my lips, I don't have any faves as far as brown lip liner to line my lips, honestly. I really don't. I really don't. I line my lips with any dark shade I find. I also line my lips with darker lipstick. You know, it's different ways that I can line my lips. But because right now for my audition, I want to minimize my lip color. I don't want it to be, it's not a lipstick commercial or film. It's literally just simple. So I'm going to take just a regular, I think I'm just going to grab a regular Wet n Wild. What's this? I have so much of makeup, y'all. Anyways, so yeah, I'm just going to take a regular Wet n Wild 99-cent pencil, which I thought I had one open. Anyway, where did I get that from? I gotta throw that away. Anyways, so I'm gonna take a regular Wet n Wild brown pencil, and you can use this on your eyebrows as well. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon eyeliner in the shade Semi Brown. Regular. So I'm basically gonna line my lips. And I remember, this is old school. I'm 40 years old. And when I was in high school, I graduated in 1999. When I was in high school, I would line my lips like this. And put lip gloss on, just like this. And I look good. So yeah, I'm gonna line my lips like this. And if you want to, you can put gloss on this, and this is the bomb look. This is it. This is the look. But I put lipstick on top of it. So today, I'm actually just going to use, and like I say, my to-go lip gloss. You know, I'll grab my e.l.f. I can show you how it look, but I don't want to waste it. Sorry. I could do a lip swatch if you just let me know. Yeah, so I'm going to actually use the Tarte lip paint in the shade, oh God, TBT. And that's the Tarte lip paint. So I'm going to show you guys how this looks. And this is going to dry down. It's not going to stay. So I'm not going to overline my lip. But if you do, that's fine. It's not. Do you, girl? But if you want your lips to look fuller, what you would do is you would just bring this liner down slightly under your lip line. Slightly under. And then you will apply and fill in. But since I'm not trying to make my lips look fuller, y'all, when this dries down, it's gonna look amazing. Now it looks like a cream look, but it's actually gonna dry, and I can't fan it to dry down. So more of my favorite y'all have so many. It's just so many. It's just so many, y'all. This is just another video. Anyway, so I'm gonna take my hair down, if you guys don't mind. And then I'm gonna get ready. This is the final look, the no makeup look. I'm saving the rest of this. We do not waste here. Most times when I'm filming, I leave that in the top because just in case I have to repowder. But I used a lot of powder today, so I don't think I'm going to have to repowder as much. Yeah, so if you want the recap of all of what I did today, of course, you can find it on my other platforms. I'm going to save this live. I'm looking for my hand sanitizer. That's what I get for pulling out all that other stuff, but that's okay. I'm just going to grab my alcohol. yeah, I'm gonna take my hair down now and get dressed for my audition because I have to film some more content. Oh, here's my hand sanitizer right here. Y'all, using straight alcohol on your hands is not good. I normally clean my area, you know, clean certain stuff with alcohol, but like on my hand is really not good. I use this J.R. Watkins plant-based hand sanitizer with aloe vera. I am obsessed with shopping in the skincare section at Marshalls and TJ Maxx because it's super affordable. Super affordable. Don't let anybody tell you differently. Super, super, super affordable. So yeah, I frequently shop at TJ Maxx and Marshalls in the yeah, if it's too harsh right there, you can blend it in the. Ooh, I almost put that with the other one. So yeah, now I'm gonna take my hair down, y'all. I know I only have a few people in here. I don't normally like my natural hair. You know, the before, like I'll be looking a little kizzy-ish. So I'm gonna take it down for y'all. I have been wearing protective styles. I don't know if you guys know, but my YouTube channel is NOLAROYALQUEENIE. I just posted my updated wash day routine. I posted me blowing out my hair, testing out the Revlon blow dry brush. That's on my YouTube channel. And I also posted my updated trim routine, which I filmed last year. Yeah, my trimmer routine, if you have natural hair and you're trimming it on your own. I just posted that last night. It's still kind of uploading in HD version, but the 4K version should be, you know, you'll be able to watch me on the television tomorrow, but right now it's the HD version that's up. So yeah, I posted that. I do a lot of Amazon Find videos. I post a lot. I just posted my son's wash day routine as well. So yeah, I have a YouTube channel. So yeah, I'm also on Instagram, blah 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 blah. You'll see the link in my bio. So I'm gonna take down my hair. Oh God, it's raining. So at nighttime, oh God, that was over my ears. I couldn't hear anything. So at nighttime, I twist my hair. I twist my hair and put on a bonnet. I've been wearing wigs as protective styles ever since I trimmed my hair last year. For my auditions, my agent submits it. You have to really look like the picture that they submit you for. So my headshot pictures, I have my natural hair as well. So before this audition, you know, I want to do my natural hair. The thing about being an actor is versatility, you know, looking like when they're looking for the African American, you know, girl in, you know, they want all of your African American attributes. You know, they're looking for someone who looks like an African American. So I don't want to alter my look to make me look mixture, you know, Latino or any other color. So I like, you know, doing my natural hair. But there are times when they don't specify in the role whether they want to be an African American girl, whatever. I play with my looks, you know, with wigs and stuff in that fashion. But today I'm going to wear my natural hair for my audition. So basically what I do is I basically twist my hair up like this at nighttime. Oh my God. I normally take my hair down with oil, but I don't feel like getting up because my hair care is on this bookshelf over here and my makeup is on this bookshelf. So yeah, I don't want to get up right now. So yeah, so I'm just going to take my hair loose. It is raining outside. Thank y'all so much for joining my live and staying with me this whole time. I really appreciate that. I know I talk a lot. Yeah, so my favorite wigs are on my Amazon storefront in my bio. I use mostly half wigs. I have a lot of regular wigs too, but yeah, I just posted my natural hair trim video. I think it was last night. Yeah, and at night when I go to bed, I just twist my hair in these little twists. Pin it down, put a bonnet on, and go to bed. So I just basically untwist it, and then I break it apart for a little volume, like that. I know you haven't seen, well, I have, my natural hair as much lately, because I have been doing protective styles, because I'm a natural hair beauty content creator as well. And with me using a lot of different brands, which I stopped, promoting so many hair brands here lately. Only taking a select few, because me trying all these products every single week was actually tearing up my hair. So because my hair brings me money, I'm like, I'm just not going to try every product known to man. So I'm very careful as of the brand collaborations that I take. But I have my favorites, like I really do. But I don't post as much as hair content as I used to because of that fact. It just literally done a lot of damage to my hair. The manipulation, it's a lot, So because my hair is my money, I don't accept all hair collaborations at all. I just can't do that type of content every single week anymore, and then my hair pays for it. It's not enough money that you can give me to just tear up my hair with different products, all the time. Just, I don't know, it's just me. I've learned. But I started off as a natural hair content creator. That's how I started. And then I moved to beauty and fashion and lifestyle, everything. I'm just a mixture of everything right now. So you get everything on my platforms. You get a little bit of everything, but you don't get 100% hair content anymore. You get a little bit of everything. Skincare, you get come out to eat with me. You get so much stuff out of me now, and I'm so much more content right now that I'm not stuck to one niche. I appreciate it even more because I get to, tell you all the things that I love and not just push natural hair to you. Like, I push reviews, of different Amazon products that I try. Everything on my Amazon storefront, I have tried. So, this is my natural hair. It's blown out. Not blown out. I'm stretched out. My hair is normally tightly coiled, but my hair is stretched out right now. So yeah. So normally this would get a little frizzier, bigger, but I don't want to make my hair the focal point of my audition. Oh, I got a whole nother piece hidden here that I didn't break up. So I'm not going to volumize my hair too much, because I really don't want to overpower my audition. So this is my finished look. This is my hair. I am going to fluff it up just a little right here. Right? This is my makeup look for my audition. I'm going to change my clothes. I have 2 auditions today. And I think I'm going to film some content. I have some content to film for a brand. So yeah, this is the look. Let me know how you like it in the comment section below. Yeah, so this is my super simple natural makeup look. Not a full beat, just something girl next door, relatable. I want to do a look that you guys can do on your own. I don't want a look that takes all kind of different crazy steps. I know it seems like I did a lot of steps because I was talking my way through it, but y'all, it's really not a lot. Y'all, I'm obsessed with this hand sanitizer. That's why I keep using it. It's not oil. It's let's see. It's the aloe vera extract that I think that makes me, and it has a fresh lemon scent. And I think that's what makes me. I have these in my purse, y'all. So yeah, that is it for this look. I am going to get dressed. Make sure you guys hit that follow or subscribe button. Let me know what you want to see next. If you want to see, you know, some makeup content, some hair content, some lifestyle content. I'm a New Orleans, Louisiana creator. If you want me to hit some spots, you know, that to dine in, if you want, you know, Amazon, you know, content, let me know whatever you want in the comment section below. Of course, I know what content I want to give you guys, but sometimes it's always good to ask, you know, what you want to see. You know, let me know where you're from. Let me know how you found me, if I just showed up on your feed. Yeah, so that is it for this everyday makeup look. This is my get ready with me for my audition. I'm actually going to eat. I haven't ate today. I've been on this health journey and I didn't intentionally not eat today. But I have a lot else going on. Like, I'm suffering with fibroids. I've lost 12 pounds so far. Getting my health together to prep. I thought I was going to be able to shrink my fibroids, but it's not doing much of shrinking. But it has made me feel better. You know, my new, and I don't call it a diet because I don't like diets. But my new health journey has helped with the overall health in my body. I feel better. I look better. But yeah, let me know if you want to know about my fibroid journey. Am I going to do the surgery? Am I not going to do the surgery? My before and after body pictures of my fibroids. My fibroids are the sizes of, I have 2 grapefruit sizes of fibroids and a bunch of little fibroids. So in my stomach. So yeah, so like, I mean, I'm 149 pounds and those size of fibroids in my frame. Yeah, so if you want to know about that, let me know. I can make a dedicated video you know, about that. So yeah, that's it. This is this look. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Please share this video. Please share this look with your beauty girls who not into all this, you know, this filter face makeup. They just want something simple with drugstore products, you know. So share this, tag your favorite bestie below, and I'll see you guys in the next video, in the next live. Now I'm going to try and turn this off, so I'll see you guys in the next video.